How's it going, guys? Today we're going to be playing a little bit of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. This game is still in early access, of course. There's a lot of work to be done, but we're going to take a look at what exists today, a few actual tutorial missions, etc. Seems to be a pretty fun game. I've actually already looked at the damage modeling on the ships. If anybody enjoys building ships, you're going to adore this thing. Now, I'm not personally really much of a builder myself, so I'm going to try my best, but I'm probably just going to go ahead and use the auto design feature. Now, currently, we're already in a battle, and I've taken three light cruisers, and we're supposed to engage the enemy to the north. Now, I haven't actually done this fight yet, and I'm not sure 3 light cruisers is going to be enough to actually beat them, but nonetheless, we're going to start sailing north with our group. We're using actually Italian ships right now, and I think I'm actually starting to see some enemies off in the distance. But we're closing in. We'll just wish us luck here, boys. Enemy definitely spotted to the north. That's that way up there. A little bit of stormy seas. I mean, not stormy yet, but the water's very choppy. So I might actually send these guys different locations. I'm going to send the Aretusa that way. I think actually we're moving in a convoy. Yes, this does represent a convoy here. So these guys are going to be moving together. Again, this is all part of the actual tutorial of the mission. So right now we're actually playing a tutorial with convoys. We could attach attach or detach from the division. So I'm going to take the Saeta and actually send him up here. So slightly different trajectory, I'm hoping, to sort of close the gap with the enemy ships. We've already got all ships on full power, so now it's just a matter of waiting. And the game does have a fast forward button up here, so we're going to probably make use of that here in a little bit. But I might just go ahead and see how our ships do in real time. Let's fast forward a bit. Why not? Let's go for it. Now again, the game is in early access, guys, so we don't have a campaign yet. It's just ship battles right here in the tutorial mode, but they can be pretty intense. There's 15 different parts of the tutorial. Overgoing all sorts of things: torpedo boats, dreadnoughts, destroyers. The dreadnoughts in this game are truly dreadnoughts. It's amazing. All right, here we go. We've already spotted the enemy ship. I'm going to go ahead and get back to regular view. The Aretusa has already started engaging, and we're actually facing an enemy convoy here. Again, with 3 light cruisers, I don't know if this is going to be enough. The Saeta is already firing, so are our other ships. We're just going to keep this up. We're not going into aggressive fire mode, just keeping things very, very cool right now. So that's the flagship penalty. Okay, already damaging this merchant ship. Take down the merchants. Of course, we've got to be more concerned with the ships that can actually fight back. But I don't see any yet, so for now we're just going to try and knock out these merchant ships. The sinking animations in the game are also really great. There we go. We can also see the damage we've done to the enemy ship, up to and including the actual water getting into the ship itself. Let's take a look here. Oh, hello, folks. Good to see you. Forza Italia. I think this ship, is that also? Yep, that's going to be a merchant ship too. So again, we are totally just trying to destroy the enemy convoy. Maybe they have no one defending them, again, because this is a tutorial mission. But I hope that they do. I want a little bit of a challenge here. Either way, it's always fun watching these guys burn and go down in flames. Let's go ahead. We'll target this one specifically. Fuego. Still going strong. We can also switch our shell types to armor penetration, etc. But since this is a merchant boat, I don't really see the point of doing that. I think we should just fire standard shots, and eventually one of them is going to connect and really cause a hell of an explosion here. We've already got fires going on the ship. That's a big start to destroying the whole damn thing. But as you can see right now, they're just on the upper decks on the Arcona. So we want to try and increase those fires all over the decks and pretty much light this thing up like a Roman candle. Where is that other ship of ours? We've still got the Saeta. And is that potentially... Nope, we've still got merchant ships, so we're going to continue targeting them here. We'll have the Saeta target this other guy. And this is the kind of battle you can expect in this game. Now, and keep in mind that there is a campaign mode coming. I think it's doing pre-World War I and World War I combat. So it's going to be amazing. Maybe even also World War II combat. Although I would be happy with just World War I and pretty much like the early 20th century. 1900s, etc. Here we go. Oh, serious damage, and look at the flooding going on there, guys, on the Arcona. You can also see the structure and the actual amount that's remained floating, which is 40% of the ship. I'm pretty sure this thing is going to go down very, very soon. We're destroying the cargo storage, opening up a bunch of holes on that thing. Zoom in here so you guys get an eye on the actual damage. This thing's going to go down for sure. Then we're going to have to switch our fire to the second ship here, the second merchant ship. Oh, we just got some return fire. Okay, it might be the TR Ersatz. This guy might be able to return fire, and indeed he is. Now, as you can see, the Arcona is begun to flood. I'm going to focus all fire at this point on that guy right there next to him, the Ersatz. But I want to take a look at that flooding, man. I love to see the flooding in the game. Unfortunately, unlike Silent Hunter 3, you can't actually get beneath the waves to watch it sink, but you can see the superstructure just slowly drift away beneath the waves. Eventually, you'll just have a big gas puddle on top. All right, there we go. We got flooding on the Ersatz. Last thing we need is some sort of defensive ship here from the enemy. Got a bunch of fires on the ship already. I think this thing's about to go down as well. I'm going to go ahead and start targeting this guy as well. We really want to spread that damage out. Look at that sinking merchant ship. She's taking a while to go down. She is burning up. There we go, guys. We hit the ammo cache. That was absolutely an ammo cache detonation there. That is the sign of a dying ship. We can even let this thing burn up, but I'm going to keep on targeting it. At this point, though, you know what? Yeah, right when we get another volley here with our glorious Reruza, then we'll go ahead and switch to the next ship. As you can see, the cargo is destroyed. The whole damn thing is sinking, let's be honest here. Let's direct our fire to this new ship. I'm actually going to turn my ship this way so that we can get them with the deck guns. And that Arcona is taking a while to sink. You can just now start to see the actual oil building up on the sea there. All right, not too bad. Actually, we'll have the Sayeta turn this way, and we're gonna have him finish that guy off. Oh, never mind. She's sinking, and that one just sank due to heavy flooding right there. Couldn't take it anymore and eventually went down. As you can see, we don't always have to target just one ship. We can really try and take on multiple ships at once. Get it, boys. It's like wolves surrounding sheep right now. Let's take a look here. Hey, TK. Very difficult to not buy this one now for the early access. Looks like a perfect mix. I agree, man. It's really fun. But again, it's like we don't have a campaign yet, or maybe you have to complete all 15 tutorial missions to get into the campaign. That's definitely a possibility. But it ain't easy. These tutorial missions are tough. This might be one of the simpler ones that we got, which is, of course, just to destroy the merchant ships. But trust me, this game is not easy. Especially when you have to take 2 torpedo ships and destroy a battleship. It's a real challenge. Alright, I think we finally might be able to complete at least one of these tutorials by, of course, destroying this merchant convoy. That's our job here. They do have basic defenses. We saw those frontal deck guns, but it's not enough to save them. Look at that. Another ammo explosion. And this ship is already filling up with water, the Weissenberg. Italy's first betrayal of Germany here. And pre-World War I, too. This is maybe like 1910, 1908, something like that. These are our seas, Alemani. There we go, and now Weissenberg is going down. So far, we haven't gotten a tremendous ammo cache explosion that destroys the ship and blows it into smithereens, but this is a good sort of starting point. Now, I mentioned before people join the stream that something that might appeal to a lot of people doesn't necessarily appeal to me just because it's not a strength of mine, but is you can build your ship from the ground up. That's right. You can completely build your ship, put whatever guns on it you want, put whatever, turbines, what are these things? Not turbines, chimneys on them you want, etc. I know they're not called chimneys, but essentially they help to propel your actual ship. But it all depends on whether or not, it's going to fit, number one, and whether or not there's too much weight. And if everything checks out, then you can go ahead and use that ship. Now I'm using the auto-create feature, which sort of designs a random ship for you. There we go. There's a nice little explosion over here on the Zollingen. And another nice little explosion there on the Schwabe. So I think being this close, we are just devastating them. The glorious Italian flag flying above our ship. But visually, of course, just stunning. Just absolutely stunning. Forgot about that. Try to get up here a little bit to get a better view. And there we go. The Schwabe is sinking. And the second one, the Zollingen, is sinking. So we just want to catch the rest of these guys. Make sure they don't escape. But as you can see, we've got a whole bunch of merchant ships here just going down to Davy Jones' locker. I might actually also detach... Oh, I don't know what I just did there. I'm going to actually detach this unit. How did we do that with the view, and how do we get out of it? That's going to be a problem for sure. Well, if anybody likes a more far-away view, then this game does have that. That's the good news. Here we go. That's more like it. Now we're up close and personal with our ship. And of course, we can zoom in as close as we want. Another ship sinking there, the Grosser Kurfürst. And that thing is just going right down, it looks like. Let's just take a look at all these ships we've hit. This one's actually going down by the bow. Oh, wait, can we crash into the enemy ship? I really hope not, because we're awfully close to doing just that. Oh, my good. No. Oh, you can actually hear the grating of steel. That is pretty neat, man. All right, so it didn't damage our ship. That's good to know. I think that's going to be it for the merchant ships. I hope so, anyway. Not sure of the extent of... Hey, have you played? How you doing, man? You're gonna need more than 2, says Edward Duncan. Ah, that explains it. That's probably what it is. I'm gonna need more than 2 torpedo ships for that mission. That would make sense. Now, what we might do here is show off the power of the Dreadnought in the next mission here, because we just won, I believe. I believe we just beat this mission. Unless there's other merchant ships in the zone, but no, I believe that is a victory through and through. All right. So as you can see here, guys, you've got to go through the Naval Academy first. Once you get through the Naval Academy, I believe only then you can start the campaign. I'm hoping that's not the case, because when I click here, it says campaign development in progress. Please play Naval Academy. So I'm hoping this means it's not currently available. But in any other case, maybe you could skip the Naval Academy. I don't know about you guys, but I tend to learn by actually playing, not by going through a series of 21. I thought it was 15. It's 21 separate tutorials. In any case, we are going to go ahead and do the Dreadnought to sort of show you guys how this works. So essentially, we are designing a late-tech battleship to fight versus a whole fleet. Give you guys just a view here of the build screen. So as you can see, you can choose the hull. You can decide on the main tower, the secondary tower, the funnels, and there's pricing here for different ones. And ostensibly, as you play more and unlock more XP points in game, you're going to be unlocking more possibilities here for all of the guns, the secondary guns, casemate guns, etc. Now in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and auto-design the ship. Over here, you can actually mess around with characteristics, but be forewarned. If you go too far on one of them, you're probably going to break the weight limit of your ship. So you really have to keep things pretty average here. We're just going to auto-design a massive Dreadnought. That looks pretty nice to me. I wanted 2 nice guns in the front, and I got them. So let's see how this goes. It's going to be interesting. We're facing an entire fleet, so we're not going to survive. And the actual point of this mission is to destroy 70% of that enemy fleet. I don't think we're going to even be able to destroy 30%, but we're going to try nonetheless. That's what we're facing right there. 1 battleship with the Italian Empire against, what was that, 9 other ships? I believe so. So we won't know exactly where they are until we get up close, but just to give you guys a look at our beautiful ship, look at that thing, man. this thing is ready for total annihilation of the enemy. Just a massive vessel. Not as good as the actual German ships that I've seen, the Dreadnoughts. They have 5 stories. We only have 3. So the German ships will actually go down another 2 stories underwater. In this case, we are just going to be working with 3. I don't know if it's going to make things easier or not, because it might be actually harder for the enemy to, how can I say this, get under the water hits on us. If that's the case, beautiful. It looks like he already knows where the enemy is. He spotted something. Yes, he has. I see those enemy ships as well. All right, we're turning our trajectory around. As you can see here, this is as good as you can do, given the speed we're at right now, which is full speed. So we're going to go ahead and go for it, get towards the battlefield. And actually, we can reach them with these guns from this distance either way. I mean, this is truly a modern battleship, as it were. Let's go ahead and fast forward a bit. Oh, yeah. We'll actually keep an eye on the enemy ships here to see if we can't score some hits on them. I would guess that the forward ships would be torpedo boats, but not 100% sure if we're... Let's get a closer look. We'll say, yeah, they could be torpedo boats. They could just be destroyers, even. Yeah, they're pretty well armed. This one especially. This could actually just be an enemy battleship, so... There we go. They are definitely on us. We just want to be the first ones to engage. We want to be the first ones to draw blood, as it were, especially in a naval battle. Prepare, warriors. We go to war now. Might try to switch targets here. Actually, I like firing at him because since it's very hard for us to get a perfect shot at this distance. Maybe it'll land amongst one of these other guys as well. And wow, we actually already got a fire going on one of the warships. A pretty severe fire, too, above deck. So I might just keep on firing there at that warship. That's one of the stronger vessels in their actual arsenal. Let's go back down to standard speed. You're doing very well, don't worry. Not a single hit on the ship yet. And again, I'm just going to keep that fire going. Just let those guns reload. Deliver as many rounds into that location before we get there as possible. Hell, if we wanted to be really cheap, we could probably just circle these guys, keep a distance, and do damage that way. But they will eventually catch up with us. Even though our ship is huge and very, very powerful, it's not particularly fast. So, there we go, man. Talk about a volley. Forza Italia. You mess with our ships, you're going to have a problem, friends. Those rounds are just now about to land. Hey, Alexander. How you doing, man? TK421. I think you might be right. I think you might be right. I was kind of hoping for only World War I style combat. But I think it goes from World War I to World War II. I wonder if our ships have glass bottoms. I also love to see the smoke just coming from the actual ship itself. It's very well done. I don't know if this is just me. This is just an additional touch that I adore. I think it's really, really cool. Stengal does not seem like a very Italian name, I must say. To face a whole fleet, guys, this is tough. And in this one, actually, one of them is sink 70% of enemies. This one is sink all enemies. I'm not sure if the mission goal was updated since the last time I played it, or if this is just... you know, maybe a mission goal for a tougher mission. Maybe there's another mission which is just sink 70%. Let's see who he's shooting. He's still shooting at that warship. Come on, man. Let's take a look at it. Oh, this is a battleship. Let's switch fire. No, it looks like he's already targeting that battleship. But he is moving forward awfully quick. I don't like that at all. Come on now. Getting a shot at this distance, though, is crazy. Let's just take a look here. So that's about... Oh, there is a place to see the distance. We have to figure out how to do it. I would guess 5 kilometers, maybe. I mean, that is a ridiculous distance. Just a ridiculous distance. So we're going to have to close in before we have any chance of hitting them. Only now are we actually in the enemy ship's range. Of course, that's going to be a problem because they've got a lot more ships than we do. We have a single ship here. They're going to drop as many rounds down on us as possible and try to sink us before we even get there. Because our actual guns, our deck guns, those massive guns you see there, if they take one direct hit on one of these destroyers, I think they can take them out with one shot. But we've got to get close enough to get that direct hit. We're going to go ahead and fast forward here a bit. Oh, okay, so 11.1 kilometers. Yeah, I knew it was there. Even farther than 10 kilometers. This is just a very, very long distance. So we are getting close. We just destroyed the barbette on one of the ships. One of the gun, it's pretty much the circular thing behind the gun. I guess the ammunition casing. So there we go. Let's do it, baby. Oh boy, we might need to pause here in a second and go ahead and switch targets. Although we're getting great shots on this poor guy. He's still burning. And the enemy's hitting us, but we have some very thick armor. So it is going to take, I think, some closer shots for them to even pen us. Go. Yes! Main tower fire as well. She's looking pretty worse for wear. And actually, she's doing okay. Not looking too bad. Now, the reason I'm not showing my side and firing, I would obviously get a much stronger salvo, but I would be an open target for all of the enemy ships. At least here, they have to hit me kind of directly on the front, which is a bit more of a challenge for them. You can see all of those tracer rounds flying by and just not touching us. So that's kind of my strategy right here. There's not many strategies to employ when you're facing an entire... No! It looks like the game just shut down there. Nonetheless, guys, it is an early access, so I'm not too surprised by that. But that's just to give you a nice little view, just a quick gameplay video of the actual game itself. Yeah, I was about to go Leroy Jenkins there. You're absolutely right. Just to give you kind of a view of the game itself. We'll go ahead and try to fight another battle. I'm going to jump right back in. This one will be a little simpler. Or actually, we could try the torpedo battle that I haven't been able to win. If you guys want to see me get really frustrated before we shut down this stream. So let's do that. Let's go to the torpedo battle. This is going to suck. I hate this mission so much. Okay, here we go. So obviously I'm just going to go to the auto design here. Now it says squadron, but I'm only seeing one torpedo boat. How do we add more? Or do we add more? Maybe this is just meant to be done with a single ship here. Oh no, we did get the 2 torpedo boats as the Empire of Japan. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is detach this guy from the squad. So let's detach him, the Tomozuru. Send the Tomozuru here. We have to get close with these torpedo boats to be able to do really any damage. So I am going to go ahead and send this guy that way. I'm sending the Tomozuru this way. I'm hoping that they'll be on either side of the enemy ship. But I feel like we're probably going to get destroyed before we even make it there. At least that's been my experience so far. You can see we already have a tower on the... a fire on the main tower, I should say. We really have to get close if we want to use the torpedo. In fact, I'm going to try to get ahead of him. I'm already going at maximum speed, so that is not something we can change. See how quickly some of the less armored ships can get damaged and destroyed. I feel like pretty soon here we should be able to fire those torps. I believe it's also done automatically, the torpedo firing, unless we turn it on to aggressive, in which case they probably just fire the torch immediately. I feel like we're almost close enough. I'm going to turn the Shirakami. I think he might only get one chance to do this. And what we're trying to do is cause flooding damage on the ship. We're not trying to cause fire damage like he is to us. We're just trying to cause flooding damage. Actually going to be approaching even closer with Tomozuru. And once we fire the torps, we will actually see them traveling. We can actually click right here to fire them now, but I don't believe this is the time. We need to be a little closer and a little farther ahead of him. So I might go ahead and let the AI decide that. Come on. Well, the Empire of Japan, be careful. Man, absolutely crazy right now. Oh, for a second there, I got excited. I thought it was an explosion from our torp. It's not. That was the enemy's deck guns firing. They are huge. And again, one good shot with that thing, I think, would send us right to the bottom of Davy Jones' locker. I'm going to turn the Shurikami again here. I feel like very soon we should be able to fire torps. I believe they've been fired. I see that cooldown there. Yes, they have. Look at that, guys. We fired them right there. Are they going to hit the enemy ship? I feel like they were fired a little too early. But we'll find out very soon here. Let's see if that other torpedo destroyer is advancing. Torpedo destroyer. Torpedo ship is advancing. We'll kind of turn him this way. Right there. Those torps. It's got to be way too far ahead of the enemy. Reloading them, but it's taking quite a while to reload the torpedoes. This is not like reloading a standard deck gun, which usually has automatic reloads. You actually have to put the torpedo in with the men, and when a ship is under fire, that's probably a lot more difficult to do. But just one more shot with some torps could help, although going at this speed, this very slow speed, it's going to be tough to get ahead of that guy again. It's no joke, my friends. It's no joke. At this point, the Shirikami might just go ahead and burn up. And there's the torpedo. Yep, going right past the enemy ship. We got close, but they absolutely had time to spot them and get out of the way. It was a little closer than I expected, though. The Battleship Budapest. Facing the Hungarians here. What in the world? That torp is halfway to being able to fire again. So you could see the problem. When you miss that first torpedo shot, you're in for a very, very serious situation. Yeah, don't get too close. Absolutely, Edward. Good point. Welcome aboard, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you want, you can always use the super chat feature, and you can also use the subscribe feature if you are new to the channel. We do appreciate it. Okay, we're getting very close here, but see, since he's sort of turned away from us and not exactly facing us with his side, we're gonna have to try to get alongside this thing. So let's just keep going this way, I think. With the Tomozuru ship. Might need to speed past him, but I'm pretty sure our top speed beats his, although I'm not sure by how much. Come on with the torps. It's taking so long. Just one more torpedo volley, and at this distance, we could easily get the hit. Because we're so close, we'd fire them right there in front of him. He would absolutely run into those torps. We have actually damaged his stack on top of the ship, but besides that, he's doing just fine. And he got the main gun, probably going to get the torpedo gun pretty soon here as well. So, come on, Tomozuru. We need you so badly right now to turn the Tomozuru that way. Hopefully, he'll turn that way to face us, which would give us a nice little opportunity to unleash hell on him. Just want the Shirikami to survive a little bit longer so he can get one more torpedo shot off. Would be very honorable, Shirikami. But as you can see, the torpedo is going to take quite a while to cool down here. Way too long, man. so close. I'm kind of just holding on here for a little bit because a shot from here I think would be a certain hit. I'm trying to turn away so that our torpedo has slightly more of a distance to close, but I feel like this could be a little too close. Maybe like something like this. Torpedo's almost ready to use. Please don't destroy our ship yet. Come on, Shirakami. Torpedo's so close. Come on, come on, come on. I just wanted to fire now. Come on. He's gonna fire a salvo right before we fire it. There we go. Torpedo's out, guys. Torpedo's out. Not sure this is gonna go well. We're gonna have to see. There's the torpedoes. Maybe it's too close. Maybe it's just right. And I'm gonna close on this guy's edge over here. Oh boy, it's gonna be a close one. It's gonna be a very close one. Did they redeem themselves in the end? They will be hailed as heroes. Maybe not. Maybe not. He might outrun him. Oh, baby. There we go. 1, 2. 2 hits with the torpedoes. We've got actual water beneath the bulkhead. You can see there. Unfortunately, I don't think it's enough to sink this guy at all. It is going to, you know, it's going to terrify the men that are in that section of the ship, but he's doing just fine. Now we have to do the same thing with this ship. We're going to fast forward it, and this is just the difficulty of this mission, is we need to try and obviously get a torp hit while not getting too close, because if we get too close, well, then we're toast immediately. Oh! Tomozuru seems to be just invulnerable to the enemy shells because of the speed. That's not going to continue for long. We're actually going to circle around here. As you can see, the Tomozuru already has a structural fire. But we've got a bead on his ship. If we can just fire those torps now, it's going to be very soon. I think also we could get a absolutely perfect hit with the torps. So we're going to turn here. I hope he knows what he's doing. Come on. Still cooling down on the torps. Fired them. There we go. Let's see if they hit their target. The biggest problem is just being able to fire 2 of these bad boys. We need a lot more to sink a ship. At least a ship like this. Oh. And there we go. We did get some flooding, and actually that's pretty substantial flooding. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna try to retreat here. We've even got a little structural fire going here, although I don't think it's anything serious. But that flooding is quite serious. See below, and actually starting to fill up this compartment as well. This is why I'm desperately trying to get away here with the Tomozuru, at least until we reload those torpedoes. And you can see we've got quite a ways to go before we can reload. Oh! That devastating round just barely missed us there. Take a look here at the chat. Thank you, Eric. Good to see you, man. Long time no see. Nice torp hits, he says. Oh, yes. You can do a bunch of different things in the ship design. And that's one feature that a lot of people are going to like that I am not. It's not that I don't like it, I'm just not really proficient in building a ship. And not sure I want to take the time out of my day to slowly, meticulously build one. I just want to get right into the action. But give me a pre-designed, well-built ship any day, and I'm a happy man. Come on, come on! That flooding is going to take way too long. We need one more torpedo hit to get a victory here for sure. For sure. And I don't think we can do it because our entire ship is burning up. The actual fire itself will destroy us before the flooding will. All right, we're going to go ahead, fast forward here, folks. Again, hoping that we get use of that torpedo one more time effectively. I am going to have to cut across the front of the enemy ship to get close enough to shoot one of these things. But we've got quite a ways to go before it's ready to fire, as you can see. Really trying to beat him in speed. Come on, come on. We're almost there with the torps. He's definitely going to be able to destroy us beforehand. Come on. Torpedoes are almost ready to fire. We're actually going to slow our speed down here. Off they go. Unfortunately, we sunk right at the end. I think we could have potentially actually won that mission if we got one more hit and got away. Because with one more deck, I should say, being flooded, he would have just gone ahead and sank. In any case, guys, I hope you enjoyed that quick look here at Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. I really want to be playing this game some more, especially when the campaign shows up. It should be very interesting. Right now, we seem to just have tutorials, but even the tutorials, as you can see, are beautiful, beautifully designed, and just absolutely a joy to play. So thank you again, guys, for watching. Again, make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Let me know in the comments down below what games you like to see on this channel, what you want to see more of, etc. It really helps to get that information from you guys. Yeah, definitely hard to coordinate the multiple direction attack. Zoiniertsk Republiki. I hope I said that right. All right, guys. Catch you on the next one. Thank you for stopping by. Best of luck out there.